Asha's here, and today we'll talk about Dart. So what is Dart? Dart is a programming language. It is a client-optimized language for a fast app development on any platform. Dart was originally designed to compete with JavaScript flexible web compatibility and mobile design features. Originally, Dart is used for Google internal, designed by Lars Berg and Kasper Lund in 2011. Right now, Google engineers use Dart to create apps, such as Google Ads and Google Assistant Smart Display. Why Dart? There are three main advantages in using Dart as stated by Dart.dev. The first one, it is optimized for UI. Dart is a programming language specialized in the need of UI creation. The second one is productive development. With Dart, programmer can make changes to the source code iteratively and using hot reload to instantly see the effect in the running app. The third, it is fast on all platforms. Dart source code is compiled to ARM and x64 native machine code for mobile, desktop, backend, and meanwhile it is converted to JavaScript for browser. There are several ways to run Dart code. First, standalone. Dart SDK ships with a standalone Dart virtual machine, allowing Dart code to run in a command line interface environment right away. Native. Dart code is compiled to a native executable code with Dart 2 native compiler. For example, Flutter Framework compiled Dart to both Swift for iOS and Kotlin for Android. Compile as JavaScript. Dart relies on source-to-source compiler to JavaScript to run in web browsers. It precompiled into JavaScript using the Dart2JS compiler, so it's compatible with all major browsers. Dart is also easy to learn if programmers are familiar with these three programming languages, Java, Swift, or JavaScript. So the learning curve is not too steep. Dart syntax is also simple and well structured. Even you haven't seen Dart code before, it can be easily understood. So this part will discuss the main point of using Dart programming language. As we know, there are two types of programming language: static type language versus dynamic type language. Static type language means variables are statically typed at compile time, like C. On the other hand, dynamic type language means variables can be changed at runtime. For example, JavaScript. This led to two different types of compilers: AOD, ahead of time compiler, and JIT, just-in-time compiler. AOD takes static language and compile it to native machine code at build time, and then in the runtime executes directly by hardware in comparison. Just-in-time compiler takes dynamic language and compile it on the fly during execution of the program. By those definitions, they have strengths and weaknesses. AOD has a slower development cycle because it takes time between making a change to a program and see the result of the change. But also it's more predictable and execute faster because variables already compiled beforehand. On the contrary, JIT got a faster development cycle. It can run immediately. But the drawbacks, it has delay in initial execution of the application because compiler has to do analysis and compile it to bytecode before the code can be executed. So Dart is one of the programming language which combine these two, AOD and JIT. Dart used JIT during development cycle. It offers incremental recompilation, enabling programmers to do hot reload and have a rich debugging support. Moreover, Dart uses AOD when deployed to production. Dart code compiled to native ARM or x64 machine code, so the application launches consistently and takes a short startup time. Also, there is a view of Dart in programmers community. The pro of Dart are it is open source. It backs by tech giants Google. It has extensive documentation in Dart.dev, and it is easy to learn if you are familiar with Java or JavaScript. But the drawbacks here are it is rarely used in the market. Not many companies specifically require Dart in hiring process. Hard to find solution to a problem because a lack of a larger developer community to discuss on the specific language. However, in the recent year, Dart gained more and more popularity due to Flutter framework. Flutter is a mobile app SDK created by Google, complete with framework, widgets, and tools that give developers a way to build and deploy mobile apps written in Dart. Flutter is very powerful because it can run on many platforms such as native mobile app development on both Android and iOS, and also web development. But this will be discussed in depth in other videos. That's all about Dart programming language. All materials are taken from this listed course. If you have any doubts, leave a comment below and thank you.